That sun is crazy stupid. And this came off the roof. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Now this is a car lot fix. It is 7:50 in the morning. So now it's time to sand things down. Did a great job. I gotta get this off my chest. Welcome to my noisy intersection. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I went to bed so early last night that I'm awake. I've been awake for 3 hours. Mama just got home from PT, physical therapy. She had that problem with her back and her shoulder and arms, and my gosh, that sun is crazy stupid. Good Lord. Anyway, so she is still going through physical therapy. She's got 5 more weeks to go. So let's hope she's doing much better than she was. So this is good. That's good news. Anyway, so now that she's back home, I've got the expedition and I am heading up there. That's because the opener is in here. And so we're going to go up there early. And that will give me a little bit of extra time to work on that car. We'll be able to hopefully finish the seats. So once we finish the seats, then we're gonna vacuum, and that should take care of the rest of the car. Then what we'll do is get started on that clear coat failure. Now that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. A majority of the clear coat from the top down to the middle is gone. Wow. That is what you call a driver that should have their driver's license taken away from them. Alrighty, so letting them sit overnight did a great job. It cleaned them right up. I just had to reactivate the treatment and get it cleaned up. This carpeting is pretty much shot back here. I don't know what got put on there. The front is just about the same. You can see it's really, really stained up. I tried to wipe it to see if anything came off, because if it did, then I could shampoo it and probably make it 100% better, but no, nothing came up. So obviously, and it does look like it, that obviously this car was cleaned, so to speak, just not the seats dealt with. Alrighty, so now it's time to sand things down. We're going to use some 1000 grit sandpaper. This is Hercules. I think it come from Harbor Freight. And we're going to try and get some of this taken care of. It's pretty rough, but I think with a little bit of time and patience, we'll be all right. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It is 7:50 in the morning. I've been up for about an hour. That's pretty good compared to yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I got up at 5:22. When you go to bed early, like I have the last couple of nights, I only sleep about 5 or 6 hours, so going to bed early only puts me in a position where I'm up really early in the morning. Anyway, I'm utilizing that extra time and going up to the shop, which is what I did yesterday, and I'm going to do the same this morning. As soon as my mom's awake, so around 9 or so, I'll get up and we'll head on out and go to the shop. What it does is it gives me a couple of extra hours in the day to work on details and stuff like that. In this particular case, we're dealing with the clear coat failure, and it's a challenge, believe me. But we're just going to literally do a car lot fix on it. I'm not kidding. That is all it is. So anyway, we'll see how the day goes. I'll explain more about the car lot fix when we're at the shop. So let's get started with this day in about an hour. You know what? I got to get this off my chest. I'm listening to RFK, the health secretary, give his report to the finance committee. And, Senator Cornyn said something that has always frustrated me, always. Everybody thinks that America is, high and mighty, and I am not bashing the country, but they think that we're so high and mighty in healthcare and how we need to have this, that, and everything else. We spend almost just under 20% of our tax dollars to healthcare, okay? And we are not even close to the top. Not even close. We're like 9th, 10th, 11th every year in healthcare and outcome. And I was advocating for kids with cancer. I did that for 10 years, actually 11 years. I wrote letters. I wrote my daughter's story. I wrote so many different letters to senators and representatives and medical specialists and just anybody that I thought could maybe help make a change. And we didn't even have a change until President Trump's first term. We had legislation passed, and everybody in the childhood cancer community got so excited about it. I never did. And the reason why is because I knew they would never fund it. And that is something that ticks me off more than anything, is people get excited at the passage of this fancy legislation and never once follow up on it. Why are you not funding it? Why are we not on them to fund it. So anyway, I wanted, because of the lawsuits that RFK was involved in, I wanted to see him in that position. I will not lie to you. Because he was on my radar years before any of this ever took place, and he got into politics and all of that. He filed a lawsuit with a pharmaceutical who would not allow a family whose 7-year-old son was fighting cancer to try a drug that could have helped save this kid. In Trump's first term, it was the right to try that was enacted and made the world of difference. There are many, many, many success stories, and a lot of people really, truly don't care about that. But he's got some policies that he would like to enact that I'm just seeing as I'm watching this. Congress is not interested in speaking for those who can't vote. That just frustrates the hell out of me. I get so mad because, they'll help somebody. Oh, well, then maybe I can get their vote. And then maybe they'll tell their friends and I can get their vote. But those children can't vote. But the one country that is up there on the list as far as successful outcome is a country that I've always wanted to go to. And I joke, I will never go to because I won't get on a plane and fly over big bodies of water. But that's Australia. Australia invests and they have good outcomes. Just saying. It's time to go to work. Alrighty, friends. So, you can see I have worked my way around with all of the clear coat failure. I've only got a little bit left to do. Starting about right here. We need to work on all of this. Welcome to my noisy intersection. I will show you here in just a minute. I went through the paint on the other side of this A-pillar. Anyway, we're going to be working on things like that. The clear coat failure comes all the way here. And it's really just a matter of trying to work some of this stuff out. Anyway, we'll make sure that we got this all cleaned up. We're going to raise the hood. We do have some paint failure. I tried to smooth it out and make sure that we're good to go, but it only made it worse, so I quit doing it. But we got it looking a bit better so that we can paint it. Now, this is a car lot fix. That's all it is. It's just a simple car lot fix. Now, when I took the sandpaper, I went like this and back down, and that paint came right off of there. Right there on those little edges. So I stopped. See it? So the sandpaper was a bit too strong. This looks better than it did. Now we did a little test spot, and I'm not kidding when I say this is a car lot fix. This is the test spot. It just covered with clear coat. Right here. Now you can still see some of it, but it did fill it in quite a bit. So that's all this is. Now we are going to get a little bit of red paint, probably in the spray can, and we'll spray that on there. Other than that, this is not going to be an extravagant deal. But the clear coat is going to be in the paint gun. And the reason it's going to be in the paint gun is because we're shooting so much of it. We are literally having to do the top half. It's annoying. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm back today to finish working on this. Like I said, I only have a little bit of area to work on. And then we're going to start taping it off. That is all I'm doing. So we'll get this pillar done, the rest of this door, and we will make sure we got this hood good to go. You can see so much of it is just gone. So we'll get the plastic scraper after that, and then we'll sand off the edge of the hood, and then we'll be ready to tape it off. And I will spend as much time as I can on it, but I gotta work today. Friends, so this part is done. I am going to roll the windows up and do a real quick rinseless wash. There's a lot of gunk all over the car. I want to get it cleaned up. Then we're going to start taping it off. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Then we're going to start taping it off and getting it ready for the clear coat. This is literally a car lot fix. Used car lot fix. They don't invest a lot of money, but they, in some cases, and like in ours, we do invest enough to at least bring the car back up to a stable condition. With no clear coat whatsoever on this car, it's just not going to be feasible to put it out there. It would do me no good to put even a ceramic coat onto it, even though I have thought about it. I did not do anything to the roof. And this came off the roof. So, hopefully that's just the bad paint. Well, it's time to start. I had to call my dad and ask how he wanted me to cover and what he wanted me to cover. So, what we'll do is we'll do all the windows, so I'm going to start there. And then I will come to the front and you know, tape off the grill and stuff like that. I'll probably just go under the hood for that. And then on the back, we'll do the same thing. As you see, this paint looks better already with a good wash. And I did get all of that gunky oxidized paint off of there, so to speak. It's just kind of flaked and all of that, or become powder, I guess you could say. So we got that off. It's looking much better already. It's even looking better up on the roof. It's definitely in need of clear coat, big time. My dad is going to go ahead and get some paint, and we're going to cover the spots we need to, and then we're just going to clear coat it. So here we go. Okay, friends, so I finished up at the shop. I taped off 99%. I've just got a couple more things to do. I'll do that tomorrow. But I just got home from the part-time, and that means it is time for my tired butt to go to bed. Stay tuned for the next video. You will see the rest of this car, and then you will get to see the final result. So, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks for hanging out on my channel. I sure appreciate it. And until the next video, you know how it goes. Peace.